Have you ever tasted seawater? It's very salty. But where do you think the salt comes from? Scientists believe the ocean is salty because the gradual concentration of dissolved chemicals eroded from the Earth's crust has washed into it. In folktales, other reasons are given for its saltiness. For example, in Norway, there is a story of a grinder that sits on the bottom of the ocean floor churning out the salt. In this tale from the Philippines, another reason is given. Let me tell you. Long ago, the seawater tasted like ordinary rainwater, which is just what you drink when you're thirsty. No one wants to drink salty water. But when you're cooking, well, that is a different matter. Salt is a wonderful flavoring, and it also preserves food. So people would have to set sail in their boats across the ocean to the one place where they knew there was salt. In a friendly giant's cave. He had huge piles of salt which the villagers would load onto their ships and bring back to their homes. However, one year there were many storms and the sea was too rough to sail on. So the villagers couldn't collect any salt. When they ran out, they didn't know what to do. Luckily, a little girl had an idea. She said that they should ask the friendly giant to stretch out his legs across the water so that they could all work across to the island and get the salt. The giant agreed, and so everyone gathered up their empty pots and pans, sacks and packs, and walked across the giant's legs. They all made it over to the island and filled up their utensils with the salt, and were slowly walking back when suddenly the giant let out a roar of pain. You see, he had been resting his foot on an anthill and accidentally crushed it. The ferocious red ants came streaming out of the nest in their thousands, crawled up over his feet and began to bite him. His legs began to shiver and shake as the pain of their poisonous bites spread. There was only one thing for it. He thrust his ant-bitten feet into the soothing waters of the ocean and breathed a sigh of relief. But in doing that, everyone that was on his leg bridge fell off into the ocean. He was able to rescue everyone from drowning out, but could not recover any of the spilled salt which dissolved in the water. From that day onwards, the sea was salty. As for the giant, he left the island and its surrounding salty sea in search of a source of fresh water. Some people say he turned into a mountain and was able to drink as much fresh water as the skies let loose every time it rained. You were listening to Tosuno by Sneha.